Oh, those who lose themselves in black and white picture. Oh, those who lose themselves in black and white pictures and long for old songs. The door of the two-story house slowly opened. Sounds rose from inside, mingling together. The tired-looking woman leaned against the damp-smelling wall. She had no strength left to stand. Her back slowly slid down. The traces of her mother's brush, applied years ago, were still visible under the peeling whitewash. It was as if colorful songs, not paint, had flowed from the tip of that brush. A shiver ran through her body as her clothes absorbed the dampness of the wall. Suddenly, time flowed backward. The broken-legged table became perfectly intact again. Black and white memories began to come alive. Her graying hair darkened, reaching down to her waist. The sweet smell of butter from her childhood wafted into her nose. The songs her mother hummed filtered in through the open window. As breadcrumbs from her dreams fell from her hands, she picked up the black and white photographs one by one. She had to hurry, because very soon large-toothed bulldozers would arrive, loading this house and all its memories onto trucks as rubble and taking them away. In one of the photos, the mother was trying to adjust her headscarf when the flash went off. The girls covered their mouths with their hands to keep from laughing. The youngest was lined up in front, the older sisters behind, the same mischievousness in all their eyes. The seriousness on the mother's face, however, was still powerful enough to silence one. Even in the photograph, it was as if, even years later, she was saying, "Enough already, behave yourselves!" Spring had arrived. The melting snow from the mountains was flowing down the stream. The eldest daughter of the two-story house leaned halfway out of the upstairs window and called down, "Hey, little one! Today is order day, you know that, right? Check if Neşe Karabücek's latest record has arrived." A reply came immediately from below. "Anything else? Eşte Pekken, Zeki Müren." Going to the music store that day was essential. Just then Layla came to the window. Don't forget Nilüfer's new album either. As they passed by the green tea garden, the record player's needle landed on a 45 RPM record. Carousel, the song echoed throughout the neighborhood. "Hey, my dear," someone shouted, "that's it!" On the opposite sidewalk, Şener, the fanatical Fenerbahçe supporter, was once again staring at Layla with his eyes shining like car headlights. If his mother saw this, things would get chaotic, because today was martial law at home, cleaning day. No one was allowed outside. The snow, which had reached 1.5 meters, had just melted. This time, a torrential downpour mixed with the damp air of the neighborhood. Women were talking from window to window. Children were running around in their school uniforms. Layla was again at the window, talking about fortune-telling. The neighborhood's news agency, as always, was Şehnaz abla. She would go door to door, gather all the gossip, and then distribute it just as quickly. The doorbell rung. Şehnaz abla smiled and called inside. "I didn't come to sit around, little witch. Don't get gent." Then she winked. "Tomorrow, straight to Hüsnü Güzel Hamam, a relaxing bath." Suddenly, the house filled with laughter. That was the best thing about old neighborhoods. There was poverty, but there was no loneliness.